Alright, let's see what comes up today. Just feel into your question, your intention. Holy blah, 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 blah. So, it's like this pressure and this weight that's carried in your heart, in your mind, any sort of like high expectation, inner turmoil. There's just a certain weight and a heaviness here that is just being asked to be like shed, release, let go. Like, it is not for you. It is just holding you down. I feel like there's just so much like pressure. It feels like this need to flow that isn't being allowed right now. And it's almost like if you have a lot of feelings, if you have like a certain heaviness in your heart, which like truthfully you maybe aren't totally aware of it right now, like there could be a certain, there's just a lot to feel in the heart space that honestly I feel like is much deeper than maybe you're consciously aware of right now. And when you give yourself the space to really feel so deeply, there's a grieving that comes with that that's really healthy, and it helps to just get that flow out in the open. There is just this like either this high expectation. There's a lot of doing things yourself or by yourself right now, and it doesn't feel like this sort of like empowered autonomous thing. I think maybe it started that way, or there was the intention of it being like, I got this, and maybe that's just sort of what you're used to, is doing everything by yourself and keeping it all together kind of like in your heart, in your mind, as a way of coping, as a way of staying in control. It's like if you want it done right, you have to do it yourself kind of a thing, which is total BS, by the way. We need each other. We aren't supposed to do everything by ourselves. I think there's a time and place to go within and to process and to, like come back within ourselves and do that inner work. And I think there's beauty in that, but for the most part, like, we are supposed to be helping others and receiving help from others. It's not a burdening task to ask for help. And I just feel like there's just so much in here. There's so much in here that it's like, ask for help, talk about these things, share. There's definitely a very clear need to just like open up and be very raw and vulnerable. It looks like it's almost like holding on by a thread. Like, you keep just holding, it's gonna tear and break. Like, whatever it is that you're trying to hold on to, this illusion of control, or like, I got this, I'm composed, like I can keep it under control. Like, this whole control thing feels prevalent, and it's just kind of nonsense. There is just this need to, it's like the mind and the heart have to meet in the middle in order to kind of like open up to surrender. And I feel like this whole concept of surrender really needs to be welcomed here. But whatever you're like holding on to so tightly, everything here is in the reverse. There's just this like agitation and this holding on that does not serve you at all, and like something has just got to give, and it's just time to release in the healthiest way. It's not like you're gonna lose anything that's good for you. It's not like you're gonna give up anything that's right and aligned and healthy. Everything here that is being held on to is just blocking you. It's just keeping you from your highest self. And that's the whole like kicker about this healing surrender business, is like right when we're on the precipice of great change, evolution, opening, like moving into greater alignment, it's only that moment right at the edge before changing that's so scary. Like, or it feels so scary. It's the release of like what you know, which is not even right for you, but it's what you know. So we like what's familiar. And when you're on the edge of change, there's all of a sudden like, wait, no, hold on, I want to keep holding on to this for whatever reason, because simply it's familiar, I guess. That's the only logical explanation as to why somebody would want to hold on to something that's so not right for you. But when you're on the edge of change and you start to kind of rationalize like, no, wait, I want to stay here, I want to keep this, I want to do this thing I've been doing this whole time that is so not even good for me, but I'm gonna keep doing it. And then you can keep like dancing around and keep doing the same thing, and then you finally like really get to the edge and you're like, screw it, I have to do something else, like something has to give. And here there's a vulnerability that is absolutely necessary. It's emotional, it's putting yourself out there, and it can be old stuff that you gotta feel to heal, something you've been carrying around for a long time. It's not like this sort of new, all of a sudden wound that's showing up, like it feels old. And you have to be in a place of allowance to even know what that is, possibly, and to like open up about it and to even talk about it, to express it whatever way feels right for you. But it's also, there is like a true opening that is so necessary. Hey, Taco. I'm watching these two dogs here. Hey, excuse me. Hi. Stop it. Come here. So, anything that is not for you isn't gonna last. It's not gonna stay in your orbit, and you can hold on and you can try and you can glom on for as long as you possibly want to try. Your ego is gonna try and try and try to keep holding on to this whole sense of control and what's familiar, because God forbid we welcome ourselves into a territory that is unfamiliar. You can hold on for like as long as humanly possible, and then everything that is not light and right for you is gonna be out. It's gonna bounce, it's gonna crumble, it's just gonna fall apart. And there is a deeper processing that needs to happen in order to make room for everything that is light and right for you. It's not so much about like getting up and going to something new. There's like a backtracking, there's a reflecting that needs to happen, and there's an inner opening. It's like you gotta almost go into the doors of your heart, the doors of like the back of your mind and your psyche, maybe just parts of yourself that haven't been consciously processed maybe ever. Like that has to be opened, and I feel like you're on your way, and I feel like you know, like you're getting the signals like, okay, something's got to give, like there's a break that needs to happen to make room for something that's way, way better. Moving into true happiness, heart opening, like look at him, he's grieving. There is just like an opening that needs to happen here to make room for this card of happiness, of fullness, abundance, fulfillment, everything. It's just like, it doesn't come easily. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on your relationship to the healing, but I feel like you wouldn't be holding on so hard to what isn't right for you if there wasn't a certain fear there that wants to keep you in what's literally not right for you. So it's almost like you have to open yourself up to this place of faith and courage that like you don't, what you're doing right now, or what's being held on to right now, not it. It's not it, and it's not a punishment. It's just sort of like there's an indication of like there's something to open up. There's a healing to make room for, in order to make room for everything that's so much bigger, everything that's so much more just beautiful and aligned. Like honestly, you have to give yourself the grace and the space to feel it, to release it, to open. This does feel like a going back. Like that part of that healing is like almost like turning back the clock a little bit. Not in a ruminating way, not in like a getting stuck in like, I don't know, getting caught up, but it does feel like there's a going back. And there is like a reconnecting that's being called for here too. Just something about like your past, even like family, childhood, younger years. But it feels like a good thing. Like there is like a reconnecting that needs to happen. So heart opening. This has kind of a relationship energy to it as well, but it's also just about like renewal. Whatever the heck you're holding on to, it's just gonna keep you in this kind of vibration. Like, you wanna be that guy? You wanna be this guy? This guy, I'd rather be him. Get all the feels out. Holding on like that, ugh, heavy. You're missing out on this. You're missing out on this. There's so much more for you. That's the point. There's always more leveling up to do, and it's not that you have to be an overachiever about it. It's not that you have to like climb some kind of like healing ladder. It's not like that. It's just like removing the obstacles of what doesn't serve you, which is right here. It's right here. And there's like a little door that needs to be opened here. And this release of like pressure and expectation and doing everything by yourself, forget it. Forget it. Honestly, just forget it. It's lonely doing everything by yourself. Especially the healing. Like, we need community. We need loved ones to help us in this way. And it's not that they're going to do it for us, but they're there to support us and love us unconditionally throughout. And we're human. We're not perfect. It's not that you have to be with like the perfect healed humans, but we need to do it together. And I feel like this is a lot of trying to do it by your freaking self, and that just is so limiting. So the people in your life want to help, and this does feel like a connecting that needs to happen, which is also like part of the vulnerability. And I think if you're so used to doing everything by yourself, that can be like one of the scariest things of all, is like asking for help or being like, hey, this is what's going on, or like, I need to talk about this. It's really good for you. Talk about it, share it. Yeah. This guy also popped out earlier. He is empowered and awesome and a badass. He ain't this guy. He's not holding on like all this stressful, like, I gotta do it by myself. Like, he's empowered. Like, he might be this sort of like that healthy, I wouldn't even say he's autonomous. Like, I feel like a king is nothing but his people. And he is an empowered, centered, stable, even in his masculine, you know, but balance is key. This like authority over his energy. Way healthier. What's beyond this is way healthier for you. And that is the whole point. So if you have any thoughts or questions about any of this, my name's Claire and I'm a tarot reader. I do readings online and in person. Tarot has been a really integral part of my healing. I like to weave it together with mindfulness practice, through yoga, through just authentic healing and well-being in a place that leads to our highest alignment. So if you ever want a reading, please reach out. I also do astrology readings and the yoga as well. So I love you and hope you have a great day.